Today we're here to celebrate another important step in the economy and the recovery of the economy in Lancaster. Here are the people that made this happen. This is the fruit of action by our City Council, our Mayor R.X. Parris, and our Vice Mayor Ron Smith, and the City Council in quickly acting, while other governments are talking, quickly acting to put programs in place that create jobs.
Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. You know, the great thing about working with K&B is they never leave us. You know, we've been through 2 cycles now where we've had boom to bust, boom to bust. Now we're hopefully starting the next boom. And what we've seen is most developers, they're here in the good times and then they flee as rapidly as they can when things start to go bad. K&B has never done that. They've stood behind their homes in bad times as well as good times. If you bought a K&B home 8 years ago, they're still here covering that home. They've been good to their word for the last 20 years, and it's a great honor to work with them. And it doesn't surprise me that they were the first to take advantage of the stimulus plan to get people back to work. The most pressing priority right now in the Antelope Valley is to get people back to work. And so we're being as creative as we can. We're willing to take risks that we've never taken before. We're going to get people back to work. And I'm really happy to be here today because I know in just 3 weeks I'm going to be right over there where we're going to be announcing something with K&B Homes that is going to change the world. And it's such an honor to be able to do it with K&B because primarily I know it'll get done and I know it'll get done right. And with that, I'd like to introduce the Vice Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. You know, Lancaster is not going to stand by and let our economy grind to a stop because of these difficult times. So that's why we've taken a very aggressive stance in stimulating our economy and creating jobs. And, you know, every job that's created by KB or the 400 jobs that are going on building the boulevard, it doesn't represent that individual having a job. It represents a whole family. And those families are taking money and spending it into our economy. And that's supplying money and food and jobs for other family members. So we're excited about this. We're going full steam ahead.
With that, it's truly a pleasure to introduce a person who's a friend of the Antelope Valley, but also a friend of mine, someone who really cares about this community. And if everyone had the pleasure of working with someone, a developer like this, the world would be a different place and the economy would be a different place. A true friend of the Antelope Valley and a friend of mine, Tom DePrima.
Well, Mark, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, and I want to really thank the city. It's so wonderful to be working with a city that's so proactive. I briefly just wanted to tell you a little bit of how we kind of got where we are here today. Just a few short weeks ago, I got a call from the city saying, hey, we would love to have you come to the city, have a meeting with us, and let's brainstorm on some ideas of how we can get the economy going and get housing going. And immediately dropped everything, came in the next day, sat down, and we brainstormed on some ideas. And one of the things that came out of that session was if there was a way for us to maybe reduce the fees while generating some funds for the city where we would pay fees in advance, it was a win-win. We keep people working in the city and maybe make some of these communities that other builders had left viable to repurchase and to get building on. And literally walked out of that meeting. I was no sooner down the road and had a call from Robert Neal saying, great meeting, the deal is done, let's get going. And I don't know how many cities where you can have a meeting and an hour later you're moving. And frankly, it provided us the opportunity to be out here and to get going in this community. So it's just wonderful to see that there are cities out there that are concerned about growth. And if you listen to all the top experts, including our own governor, who has said that the 2 biggest priorities right now is to get jobs and to get housing. And City of Lancaster really gets that. I've been asked over the last few days over and over how many jobs are generated, and there's tens and thousands of jobs that get generated when we build new communities. And I think this is going to be one of the best things that's going to happen to our area, because all the retail businesses, as they start reforming and coming back, they're looking at new rooftops. They're looking at people that are going to need new sofas and new furniture, and this is where the jobs are going to come over and over again. So this is a great program. We're really excited. We love partnering with the City of Lancaster. Can't believe how fast we've been able to move on this. And the great thing is it's created a lot of jobs for our team here, a lot of new jobs for people that we're bringing in. It's exciting to be hiring new people and seeing things happening, and we're really excited about this community.
Thank you for having us today. We're so proud to partner with the City of Lancaster. And the mayor was very kind to say we've been here through thick and thin. Honestly, without a city, a partnership that cares about our industry as much as Lancaster does, we wouldn't be able to be here for the 53 years that we have built in the U.S. So we're really happy to be here. We're also happy that our families have created more jobs, and our subcontractors and trade partners all have jobs thanks to the city. We look forward to building some of the most energy efficient homes ever in the Valley. And like the mayor said, we have some exciting announcements that will be coming up soon. And we also offer our customers a chance to customize these beautiful homes and move into an Energy Star home quickly. We can have them in their home in less than 4 months from when they start our process. And a lot of that has to do with the efficiencies at this city. They just are to be commended for how they have partnered with us, and they're really rooting our industry on. We know in the long run, housing is good for everybody. It brings rooftops, it brings jobs, and it also brings peace of mind in neighborhoods that aren't finished. And I think we'll be able to finish this neighborhood, stand behind it, and I really think our customers will enjoy living here. Thank you very much for having us.
Just a couple of particulars about the program before we take questions. The development impact fees are reduced by 20% for new home construction and commercial construction, and 30% in the Boulevard District, the downtown district. There are restrictions. The restriction to get it done quickly is that the permits have to be pulled before December 31st of 2010. Fees are paid on an accelerated basis. As Tom mentioned and Steve mentioned, it's good for the economy, it's good for the city. We get revenues into the city to provide valuable services and such, and we get people to work.
The greatest thing about this is that we're actually getting people back to work sooner than I thought we were going to be able to. You know, this marks I think we've hit the bottom of the unemployment, and we're now on that road back. And we have got a lot of other things we're going to be announcing in the next month that are going to be a continuation of this. We're going to see some incredible changes in how the housing industry operates and how they build homes in just the next couple of weeks that are truly going to be astonishing. And so, you know, it's kind of giving you a teaser as to what's coming in 3 weeks. And then hopefully in another 3 weeks we'll also be announcing more jobs that we think are going to be coming into the Antelope Valley. But I'm confident that we've reached the bottom of the trough, and it's now going back up. And so that's exciting for everybody. The biggest challenge we face right now is this 17% unemployment. I'm hoping a year from now we'll have cut that in half. It's a big goal, but we've met a lot of big goals in the city of Lancaster, and I'm confident we're going to be able to do it again.
You know, Lancaster is not going to stand by and let our economy grind to a halt because of these difficult times. And what's amazing about projects like this is that it's creating all these jobs. And that doesn't mean just the individual person that has a job, but that represents families, and those families that are spending money in the Valley and creating more jobs. So it's a great time, and the more jobs that we create and the more economy we can stimulate, the better it is for the Valley.
And we will have homes that range from 1,500 square feet to 2,500 square feet, 3 to 6 bedrooms, and the homes will be starting in the high 100s, and you'll be able to customize these homes through our studio. And we do build them to order per customer, so they get to choose their lot, their home, their options, and then we'll build it for them. And we're excited to be here. We do have this is another segment of our open series of homes, which you can actually visualize through our website, kbhome.com. That's kbhome.com.